Okay, not gonna lie, I've got a new pair of headphones here, and with the surround and these things, the game music sounds really dang good. But I am gonna be messing with the audio for a second as usual, because I've found nowadays it's easier to just delete all my sources for a scene and just start over than try and get the program to keep working over and over. So that's what I've been doing more recently. So I need to lower my game audio, or my volume audio rather, by quite a bit. But since I do have a new pair of headphones, you'll have to excuse me while I'm messing with them for a second. But in the meantime, welcome back to Zelda Twilight Princess 3-hard run. I have been dreading today, if you couldn't tell by the post. Let's try about there. That should be pretty good. As long as I speak relatively loud, I think that'll be okay. I'll wait for it to catch up. But yeah, City in the Sky is gonna be, fun? I guess that's a word, that's an operative word you could use. Fun. We'll go with fun, I guess. I'm gonna lower the game audio a little, just barely, and that should do. If one or the other needs to be changed, just let me know. Hey, turn up your volume, turn up the game volume, etc. Whichever one is too loud or too quiet, let me know and I will fix it accordingly. For now though, let's go get that last piece of the mirror. But first, we've got some other things to do, because we are not even ready to enter City in the Sky as it is naturally. If you'll recall from last time, we did all the stuff of getting Ilia's memory back, including getting the horse charm, which is basically a summon opponent anywhere rather than just the options that it gives you. I do see a Poe up there, and I'm going to get it. On the off chance I do actually find the 20 Poes necessary to get the final boss. It's one of those things I'm not going to go, like, super out of my way for it, but if the opportunity presents itself, I will take it. Nice. Good job. Proud of you. This is a really close quarter space. What design of this did not make this very well. I'm impressed that counted, since the soul was like right in the middle of that thing. Either way, we still got plenty of stuff to do, and the first and foremost is to get the Dominion Rod back to the way it is. And I was trying to remember last time if I needed to do the quest with the cats or not. Thankfully, mercifully, that is a negatory since this is a 3-heart run. Getting the 20 or 30 cats, however many you have to talk to, is only for a piece of heart, and as a result, it will not be as bad as I thought. Hey, that rod! I still don't know if this is a dude or a chick, but whatever. Is that the Dominion Rod? Ah, could it really be? Are you the messenger to the heavens? Among the legends of my clan, there's a time from when the Uka still maintained contact with the royal family. Yes, it said the mysterious rod was handed down from the people of the sky, and it was called the Dominion Rod. The rod was only to be carried by the messenger of the heavens. The royal family needed to communicate with the Uka. From generation to generation, my ancestors have guarded the book that by royal decree is to be given to the messenger of the heavens. This is that book. Please take it. You have the Ancient Sky Book, a book written in ancient sky language. A word in it seems to be missing letters. And you can show it off like you could normally. This book is written in the ancient language of skywriting. I'm so glad I stayed in this village. What if I had not met that young girl? What would have become of me? You probably would have died, would have been my guess. Being that girl must have been ordained by the gods so that I could be here today to pass on the knowledge. But, like, actually, he probably would have died. Like, you can still give the book to me as a ghost. Heck, we met, Ralis's or Ruto's or whoever's it is mom, and she was a ghost, so. Pick up cat, put down cat. So now we'll come with the part of me stumbling around trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. So I do have a guide up for this, but it's mostly just so I'm not wandering around for 36 hours, because this isn't like, oh, this is really hard and challenging, it's just you have to know where to go. And it might be marked on your map, but I am not 100% certain, so I'm not going to take that risk. Because, as it said, the book is missing some characters in it, and so after you talk to Mr. Shad, who's hanging down here in the basement, it will let you know that, hey, you need to go around and collect these symbols. So let's go talk to the man, shall we? Hey, Shad. Oh my, color me surprised. If it isn't Delta! What a coincidence meeting you here in a place like this. How very odd. Oh, hello there. I came today to look into the Hyrulean legend of the sky being called the Uka, but to think that you would appear here with such perfect timing. You really are a rather extraordinary fellow, aren't you? Well, you know. I found it at long last. Observe the statues. In the same, it is the same as the one in the manuscripts my dear father left me. There are many similar students around statues. I don't know where I got students from around Hyrule, but this one seems to be different. Here, take a look at the belly. There's something written there. You see? This too is in my father's notes. It is called skywriting, I believe. Awaken us with the word that breaks the seal. Yes, indeed, that is what it says. Wait a moment. Isn't that Ilya a friend of yours? It's simply tragic how she lost her memory. Dude, it's a little late for that. And the Rod of the Heavens she mentioned, I'm sure it has something to do with the word that breaks the seal. Is there any way to restore memory? I'm certain it would help us figure this all out. Yeah, we already did that. Here, take a look at this. What's this? Ah, it's skywriting. Where in blazes did you get this? You don't suppose this could be the word that breaks the seal? We're right, let's try it out. That butt shot there. Are you gonna say anything, or... No reaction. Well, it's because you didn't say anything. So it's not the statue. Ugh. Delta, thanks ever so. You've brought me one step closer to solving this puzzle. I shall give this book back to you. Now, I shall try this word out on other statues. I've made the rounds of each of these statues so many times that I've memorized their locations. Ah, good, so they do mark it on your map. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me. I don't know how you're gonna get back up, but, take care, buddy. There might be a ladder. I don't remember offhand. But if you take a closer look, you'll see... The Dominion Rod now has its power back. This mystical rod breathes life into ancient statues. Yes, it is now usable anywhere, not just inside the Temple of Time. As you can see, this one cannot be interacted with, so what we will first have to do is go find the other statues and see if we can't figure out some sort of way of getting that last statue taken care of. Also, I hope Shad didn't hurt his dainty little arms too much trying to climb up there. Like I have any room to say anything. I'm not that super dainty or whatever, but I don't actively try to climb stuff that I know is going to cut up my hands and whatnot. Alright, so let's take a look at the map here. There's 2 over there, 2 here, 1 there, 1 there, and that's it. Well, let's start with the one over here. Thankfully, most of these are pretty close to teleports, if I remember correctly, which would be nice, because that would be kind of dickish if they didn't do that. So let's go ahead and get her done. As we go through this, hopefully everybody's doing today. Happy National Pride Month. Whether you celebrate it or not, or if you are anything other than heterosexual or not. But even if you're not, you know, make sure you talk to your friends that are and just let them know that you appreciate them. Not the easiest thing in the world to come out in any regard, whether it's full or just, oh yeah, I didn't know there were shoes out here. Yellow one, but I kind of just want the red one. Nice. I do plan to get some milk before I go to Sitting in the Sky, just so we're clear on that. So it seems to be somewhere around here. Perchance, is there any... Well, even if it was, it would just be money, and I don't need money, so... All you gotta do is take those statues, get them off their platforms, and then step on the little symbol. Don't ask how that gets imbued into the book, but it does. Are there multiple here, or is it just the one? No, it doesn't unmark them. Okay, well that's a bit annoying. Another news, how'd you like that vlog that I put up? I did like an hour's worth of footage. It was actually closer to an hour and a half, but there was a lot of stuff I sped up or edited out, that kind of thing. But if you've been subscribed to my actual normal page, you know that I don't do vlogging very often, but I'm going to try to start being a little bit better about it. So hopefully it was enjoyable to watch. If there's anything in like particular that you want to see me do, I'm thinking this guy's being obnoxious. Sir! Sir. Sir. There. I'm thinking since I did like a recipe-esque thing, I might just try to show off like one a month, just like a really simple recipe. Not make it like a full cooking thing, mind you, but just have that be a little piece of the puzzle. Alright, so let's take another look. So we've done everything in Eldon. Lanayru. Both these seem to be pretty close together. I could swear it didn't mark these on your map, but I'm glad it does, because it'd be a gigantic pain in the butt if it didn't. I do remember this one. Sure, might as well grab it. I don't remember if I've gotten this gold bug, but I'm gonna grab it just in the off chance that I need it. No, I've not picked it up because it tells you. Wow, alright. I'm glad I checked. That's a lot of birds. I wonder if I can get him right before, just before it's end of day, officially. How are we doing on those, by the way? 13, alright, so 7 more if I end up getting a bottle. Even if I don't, though, again, no big deal. Hello. Yeah, some of these you'll have to do a little bit of tricks with, like platforming and stuff, because you can't get to that naturally, so you have to use the statues as platforms to get to where you actually need to go. I'm assuming I gotta move this back slightly and then grab onto the thing over there, but not here. Dude. Alright, put that away. Dude, this is not a hard jump. Just hold forward and don't rotate. I can't tell if I'm doing that or it's like the camera's shifting slightly or something. There we go. Like, it's not that tough. I do know a couple of these statues, though, if you move them around, will actually take you to chests that have 100 rupees in them, and so that one across the way is 100 rupees. So if you need it, you can grab it. The one that's in Gerudo Desert is one as well. But since I have no use for them, I'm not going to bother with them. Alright, so that's both of those. Both of those. There were not any over here. There's the one in the desert, and there's the one over there. That one's probably the hardest one to get. Just in terms of traveling there. So we'll do that one first. Yeah, that's odd. I really remember this taking, like, way more time. But apparently I remembered wrong. How do I back out of this? We'll just talk to you. Pain or anything else that might be over here. Oh no, they had the foresight there. That wasn't too bad. I had the feeling it was going to be a little bit farther of a trip than that, but it wasn't actually that bad. I'll try there for now, because I think where you start to get up. Oh, yeah, it's going to be over there. Okay. Oh, so it's just the one jump then. Okay, I thought it was multiple, even without getting the chest, but not. Dude, seriously, you can't be having problems platforming now. This is only going to get worse when we get to sitting in the sky, so you might as well get used to it. Getting all the bad mojo out now. There we go. Have to tiptoe across here. Let's go get that last one. It's kind of hard to tell precisely. It wouldn't let me zoom in, so hopefully I can get to it. I think I could have gotten to it from either, but this might be a little bit easier just so I'm not involved in the fog area. Oh no, I did have to go through that regardless. Well, the good news is at least the spring's right here, so I can get my health back. Slowly but surely. This game does look really pretty. When it wants to. Sometimes it like the colors look really ugly, but here it's not that bad. All the rupees that don't matter. You know, actually, you might have been able to get it from the other side. I just realized that one spot where you can make the explosive. You make a bomb arrow, drop bombs or whatever. You don't ever go back there really after you get bombs, except for when you're stuck as a wolf. You kind of go back towards this area, but not really. Actually, I think that's what it wanted me to do.
What do you...
Yeah, let's go back. I'm pretty sure that's what it wanted me to do, actually. Let's go blow that up. It's one of those spots that's really easy to forget, because it's just like, well, you don't come back to specifically South Farron. Really ever at that point. If you had to go back to, like, your hometown or whatever, you just warp past all this. There's not even any golden bugs or anything that's particularly nearby. Alright, let's see if that was the right answer. Oh, yes. It begins. You got a blue rupee, you got a yellow rupee. You got all the rupees. Every last one. There are no more rupees left in the entire world now. Good job, Link. You just completely ruined the economy. But it was worth it to get the sky symbol. With that... What? What do you mean there's other missing characters? Let me take a look at the map again. Come on. There you go. Okay, there's none in Farron besides the one I just got. There's none in Ordona. I got the one in Gerudo Desert. Got the snow, or there were none in Snow Peak. I got both of those. Oh, I didn't get that other one. That's right. Because it was at a dead end, so I was thinking I'll just warp. I'm trying to remember where that one is. I think I remember, but I'm not completely sure. Oh well, we'll find out. Hopefully everybody's been enjoying the warm weather, though, if you are a fan of it like me. If you're not, well, then, that's unfortunate. There's not really much you're going to be able to do about it until about 4 months from now, unless you live in a place that's a lot colder. I said I wasn't going to bother with those, but it's just like, every single time I just go after them. Oh, yo, what's up, memes? It's been a long time. How you been? Probably dealing with school, I would suppose. Oh no, it's one singular archer in the middle of the field. Come here, Hanzo. Damn, still going the right way. Mic's really quiet. Alright, I just cranked it up a little bit. It seems like it's being kind of picky tonight, just in terms of the mixer on OBS. So that might have just cranked it really loud, I'm not sure. Oh, that's right, it's over here. You gotta use the claw shot to get up here, don't you? Oh no, never mind, you don't. Well, maybe you don't? Or, no, you don't. Dude, put it down. There you go. Oh yeah, I guess you do. You have to grab onto these and then drop. Let's try about there. Nice. It's a little battle. Alright, I'll keep cranking it up. We'll go to about there. How's that sound? I'll just keep cranking it slightly until you tell me to stop. Alright, so that takes care of the book. So now, let's get this little side quest before the big deal out of the way. Actually, there's still more to this, I'm pretty sure. You prefer the GameCube, Wii, or Wii U version of this game? I'm gonna say the Wii, and the main reason for that is I've not played the other two at all. I think I would probably prefer the controls for the GameCube, but I also know for both the GameCube and the Wii U, it's not flipped like it is in this game, and so as a result, I would probably get completely thrown off of every left being right and every right being left. So that's probably why I would prefer the Wii version. I think for graphics, I would like the Wii U because it's the HD remaster. I think for overall gameplay, it would be the Wii. I think for controls, it would be the GameCube. So the answer is yes. Ah, Delta, did you read my letter? What letter? As it turned out, that word I learned from you didn't do anything with the statues I found. After all that, I wonder how the word was supposed to be used. Well, try it now. Is this that book from last time? Are there more letters in this word than the last time that I looked at this? How did you investigate the... Delta, this is amazing! Amazing! Now this must be the word we need. Let's try it immediately. Sir, you're still not saying anything. Unless he is and I just can't hear it because my volume for the game is really low. So it does not echo. Ah, it's taken on the same shape as the other statues. What can this mean? And I thought we'd solved the last of the riddles. Blast, how confounding. I must apologize. I need to cool off a tad before I mull the problem over for... I mean, you didn't seem that upset by... Whatever. Where's Orvice? I think it was his name. It's been a while. He's probably just listening in the background, would be my guess. But who can say? He might be here in chat, actually. I'm not sure. What I am sure about is, though, that I found a cannon. And it's pretty... And by pretty, I mean pretty damaged. Yikes. Delta? You didn't take very long to cool off. How in Blaze did you move that statue? And what's this? It's a cannon. Amazing, spectacular. This must be the sky cannon I read about in my father's notes. I knew that my intuition was onto something when it led me here, but how can one use this to get to the city in the sky? You tell me. Stunning, I feel almost nervous. Just think, if we could get this to work, we could actually reach the city in the sky. What, you're not going to be any help? Maybe Midna will have a better idea. A cannon, huh? What do you plan to do with this? I plan on warping it. Except that guy's still watching us. Oh, yeah. Hey, I have a favor to ask you. Leave. Perhaps I'm in your way? Yeah, just a little bit. Well, forgive me for not realizing. I should just disappear at times like this, really. So let me know the results another time, Delta. I feel bad, because, like, he kind of actually did help more than pretty much everybody else. Well, I guess Russell gave you the chicken, but the other two don't really help as much as he does. That seems to be broken, so you do well to show it to... Really? It seems broken? No! The fact I was half buried in the ground didn't give that away? I wonder if I put him off. Oh, I wonder if I put him off. Well, he doesn't know you exist. Well, we know of a cannon expert. Olé! I'm glad there's just enough light to constitute being able to teleport that through. I wonder what that light corresponds to in the world map. Obviously it's in Kakariko somewhere, but not a place you can actually find anything. There we go. Perfect. And apparently, for whatever reason, this dude that mans the cannon shop apparently qualifies as a cannon expert. Hey, buddy. So, is that yours? Hey, buddy, I never thought you'd get so hooked on fascination that you'd try to build your own cannon. Dude, I've used this cannon thing, like, twice. So you're gonna give me the tour? What? Looks like you got a serious rig over there. I wouldn't call it that. Well, it does look a little less brown. Whoa, it's kind of retro, huh? And there's no ignition device, so you can't even use it. Listen, buddy, I suppose I might be able to fix it for you. I mean, maybe. That is if you can pay me 300 rupees in advance. What do you say? Fine. I knew you'd see the light, buddy. Now just be a sec. That's 1 day, there's 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Man, I could have gotten a big Goron sword by this time, my dude. But it is finished. Here we go, buddy. All working as it should, I think. It may look like junk, but this thing's got some powerful innards. Ew. You're gonna be knocking on the door of the heavens. Seriously, bud, it might be rough. So I'm sorry for soaking you through the dough. I'll leave you alone then. Well, you just have all the fun you want, okay, buddy? Yeah, I'll try. Before we do that, however... there's a couple things I want to do. Actually, no, we could stay like this for a second, since this will be faster travel. I'd say get out the horse call, but this isn't exactly a long trip, so we're probably fine without it. Hello. Yeah, things are going great. I just need some milk. Jeez, it's only 10 rupees? I forgot about that. So this is basically a red potion that's got 2 uses for 10 rupees. Nice. Ooh, actually, I could put that in both bottles, couldn't I? So there's no point in me keeping the red potion. Or the red shoe, rather. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that. I should just have the milk with me. So I've got 5 full heals, one of which is an automatic. Because I doubt it's going to be like... Yeah, I was going to say, this surely isn't something that you would have to only be able to hold one of. That wouldn't make any sense in a normal playthrough. Alright, so now that we've got all the calcium we could ever possibly need... I'm gonna go back and grab a couple of those 100 rupee chests. On the off chance I need the magic armor. Hopefully I won't, but you never know. In fact, I may just grab the one, since I know City in the Sky will of course have money chests in it. I might just grab this one and have that be it. Because I don't want to start having the problem I had with Temple of Time, where... Or not Temple of Time, but Snow Peak, where I couldn't pick up a lot of the chests, and so it was hard to remember which ones were pieces of heart, which ones were important, and which ones were ones that I just couldn't carry anything. Whoops. So in the meantime, as I'm doing this, how have you guys been? Between Aura and memes, if you are both here. Dude, I did not want to jump down there. Get back across there. Think you're doing, boy. I don't know why this feels so... I can't see where I need to go. Oh, I was right on it, it just wasn't working. Well, that's good. Okay, the fact you're not moving at all while I'm holding the analog stick is really starting to make me nervous here. That is about as good as I'm gonna get it, I would suppose. Nice, nice! Give me that 100 rupes. Is there anything... Do I want to grab another... I feel like no. I feel like I don't want to grab any more. I think 380 will do. 480, like, if it's 480 and I do happen to grab another 100 in City in the Sky, that'll put me at 580, and that's putting me too close to the mark of it's too big and it won't fit in your wallet, so let's put it back. So, I think 380 will be fine. One more thing I want to check, though. More than good on bombs. Some arrows wouldn't hurt, but I think we'll be okay. Plus, I'm pretty sure the City in the Sky has a store that sells it. That sells arrows, so we should be okay overall. I see no more reason to delay. Let's go bring about my demise. As if we're playing Skyward Sword. As usual, I will be keeping a guide up for the Pieces of Heart for City in the Sky, only to avoid them. That is the only guide I'm going to have up, is to avoid the Pieces of Heart. Oh, so that one actually had a Piece of Heart with the Dominion Rod, so I'm glad I didn't go for that one. Alright, both of those are after the dungeon items, so I won't have to worry about that being an issue. It's not something I'm going to be able to get right away. Alright, here we go. Jeez, enter a F-Zero race, why don't you, the speed you were going. Doesn't a cannon need, like, I don't know, some sort of gunpowder explosive or something to trigger it going like that? I guess it's probably fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Uku. Welcome to Warp Zone. It kind of was a warp anyway. Phew, gracious, we made it back, finally! Welcome, adventurer. This is the city sky of the Uka. Since you came all this way, I guess I could give you a tour of the city. Eek! There's our boss. As bad as I am at City in the Sky, I love the boss fight. The boss fight in this one's great. It's probably the second best in the game, outside of the final boss fight. And there's not a lot of stinkers of boss fights in this game, to be honest. There's only like 2 that aren't that great. Ooh, goodness, brave adventurer, you won't believe it! There's a dragon raging outside the... No, really? I'm terribly sorry, terribly worried about everyone. I'm gonna check in the shop for survivors. He just flew by, he didn't attack anything, jeez. But thanks for letting me know the shop was there, I guess. Alright, first things first, there's some chests in here with just some kind of meager supplies. I think it's just bombs and arrows, if I remember correctly, but I will be grabbing them regardless. Oh, red rupee, okay. I'm not even going to bother putting on the Zora armor, though, since I'm not going to be underwater for that long. How about our other one? Is this arrows? I could have sworn one of these had arrows. Nope, water bombs. Which City in the Sky does not ever require the use of those, if I remember correctly, so not sure why they give you those. But give them they did. Alright, so let's swing by the shop and see what they've got. I know they've got some blue potion in here, and I believe arrows as well. There might be one other item. I'm not 100% sure, though. This isn't really a place that I shop that often, to be honest. I don't know, they got a fair few stuff. Ooh, sorry for earlier, adventurer. Ooh, but you're planning on walking around the city and taking it in, right? I'm worried about the others, and this is emergency. I just can't stand around waiting. Please take me, too. I won't warp you to the surface, but I will bring you back to the shop anytime. Uko Jr. is now your friend, a faithful Uka partner that can return you to Uku's side at any time. So yeah, same as it is normal, it's basically your Furor's Wind of the game. I don't understand that. You are Hylian, no? I speak a little Hylian. You understand me? Yeah. Is there something you're interested in? Please, pick it with us. So yeah, you get 30 bombs, a red potion, a blue potion, which is a full life restore, some lantern oil, and 30 arrows. I actually will take the arrows. Thank you. I don't believe you need the lantern for anything. And real quick, is there something else there that's just not... No, there's not. Okay. But yeah, the arrows might actually come in handy in this. Because it's a sky temple, there's a lot of sky-based enemies, so I do actually want to keep my arrow stock up as high as I can. What? Oh, speaking of needing arrows. Let me in there. What are you doing trying to keep me from getting in there? Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, it's just showing this. City in the sky. Yeah, we already knew that. It kind of reminds me of, like, a much prettier version of Cloud Runner Fortress from Star Fox Adventures. Hello. Oh, right, they serve as, like, cuckoos, basically. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. There is a trick. This might be a GameCube only thing. I don't remember offhand. But you can basically do an extended jump if you're smart with the boomerang. So the trick is you basically, if I do it right, you throw it, pull out your sword. Nope, did it wrong. And then you basically do a jump attack. It's a lot easier to pull off in the GameCube version, and I don't remember if it's possible in the Wii one or not. But it does allow you to skip past certain things you would otherwise need the Ukus for, or stuff you're not supposed to do in a certain order type of thing. So know that you can use that if you so desire. That was a bit close. No hearts. Chance I could sneak by and get that, That just looks really funny. Yeah, this first room's not too bad, though. Oh, I'm glad that was still there. I didn't think it was going to stay long enough, but it did. And yeah, if you step on these blue platforms, they'll start to fall, which is why I was avoiding stepping on them. Alright, cool, back up to full. Now we can utilize that great spin. Alright. There we go. Hearts for everyone. Alright, so let's take a look here. We've got pretty much passages going every which way but loose. I say we start with the obvious and go forward. It seems like we can't get to that right one, but you might be able to right now. I know you can get to the left one, it's just got the little doodads that fall. Well, there's absolutely nothing worthwhile out here. So I'm going to assume that is the incorrect way to go. Actually, I think it had a P-hat section, maybe? Let me go back out there real quick. I warn you, there'll be a lot of meandering in this one. I don't know this temple very well. At all. This is like the one... Well, there's really 2 points in the game that usually stop me from continuing in a normal playthrough just casually, and this is one of those spots. Okay, so this is the spot you have to claw shut while the fans are moving, but since they are not, we cannot do that. So forward is not the correct direction. Well, in that case, we'll try left, which is now right. Perhaps this will be more fruitful. Or even vegetable. Alright, what are we looking at here? That looks like a fall to our death. Nice! That looked really cool. It's always amazing how it looks like for the first, like, 5 or 6 seconds that you're not doing anything at all when using that spinner. And the door's locked, so that's not an option either. So at least we got a platform out there, but maybe we can go to the right? Because we have no key. Of course, we have no map or compass either. I actually would not mind having both, if not one of those. I might have an idea, though. Okay, you wait there. That'll work. The other one just decided to jump down. Aha! Hopefully that was the right answer, because if not, I just outsmarted the game in a spot that I wasn't supposed to do that. Otherwise, I missed something on one of those 2 exits. Can we please not focus on... Yeah, that was why. That was why I didn't want you focusing on those enemies. Alright, fine. Alright. I'm going to assume that's what I need to do since the camera won't even let me focus on the other way. Nope, that is not something I can do. So I have to be going this way, which means the camera has to cooperate. Can I go down here? No. Camera, please cooperate with me. You know that's not what the camera wanted to do, but I'm pretty sure that was what we were actually supposed to do. Is there anything up here, or is this just a wall? Oh, that's a way to get back in. Yeah, that was surprisingly not cooperative for the camera right there. I did have the right idea, and it just really wanted to target those Piats. I'm going to assume back in there is not the way we want to go. Well, no, it would have to be the way. No, it didn't. Never mind. I'm just getting confused left and right here. Excellent. Door's not locked. We can actually get in this one. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Please, please have the map or the compass. I'll take either at this point. A key would also be nice, but I'm not holding out hope for that. Aha! Come on, money. Alright, that'll work. I know where to use that. The question is, do I want to go down there or not? Because I know I could just unlock the door on that other entrance and just go from there. Yeah, that's not where I wanted to go. That must be for a later section then. Alright. I kind of figured it was. Just based on I know how that puzzle style works. That was weird. I thought the wind currents were gonna screw me there. What's going on? Oh. I was gonna say, if the door's about to lock, I know how to get around it, so that's not an issue. That, however, is a problem. Well, we got the key, so I guess we got what we needed. Oh well. That'd be funny if the game could do that, even if you just went in there and then left and you didn't get the key and it would just lock you out of it. But no, they wouldn't do that. I'm sure it's triggered inherently to getting that key. So now that key is had. Camera. Starting to get a little nervous when you do stuff like that, camera. It just seems like the camera really wants to go vertical here, like on a much higher vertical plane than what I actually need, just because it is like, all the rooms have very high ceilings, and so it's like, oh, we've got more room to work with than, say, like the Forest Temple or Goron Mines or what have you. And, you know, it's fine going across stuff like this, because I don't really need to worry about it as much, but I will say it's also nice to play in a 3-heart run where you can actually smash stuff and be like, oh good, hearts, as opposed to like, hearts, I have 15 out of 18, I don't really care. Oh, I must have collected it already. Ooh, I see a switch. What does this do? Ah, the winds, of course. Preventing that arrow from going through. Well, thankfully we've dealt with this since, like, before Goron Mines, so we know how to get past this. As for this one... Nice. Okay. Bye. That one looks like there's no way to get through yet, so we're not going to worry about it. Is this the room I'm thinking of? Ooh! Ooh, it's the map of the compass. Come on, map. The compass would be nice too, but what I want's the map. Yeah, nice. Excellent. Is there anything else worthwhile in here? From where I am currently, it looks like not. And I don't believe I can take you with me? Maybe I can, but I don't think I can. No, I cannot. Alright, so that doesn't solve this problem. I could try to get through with the boots, but I don't think this is gonna work. No, definitely did not work. Get those freaking boots off, dude. Okay, so there's at least a way to get back. That's good. Well, maybe. I'm gonna see if I can do the boomerang jump, because I'm willing to bet if I could, it would help a lot here. He actually jumped a lot later than I hit the button. That was a bit weird. Oh good, it put me back here. That's what I wanted. Thanks. Alright, I'll exit and re-enter the room to prevent that from happening. Wow, these did restock. Okay, cool. I wonder if falling like off a cliff with a magic armor actually also prevents you from losing health. That'd be funny if it did. It probably doesn't, but it'd be funny if it did. Alright, there we go. That's reset to how I need it, and I'm back at full. I'm almost completely certain this is not how you're supposed to do it, but whatever. I almost wonder if you need these, but I'm going to assume no. Of course, you know what they say about assuming. They need a not L target. That might be part of it too. Or that could happen and he could just do that. Okay. Let's not do whatever it was you just did, because that didn't make any sense. Dude, I don't know why you're rolling. I have to be moving in order for you to roll. Alright, I think I see how to do this. This is gonna be really hard. Is that something I have to be targeting to do? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, maybe I just need to be doing it a lot later. Or a lot earlier, not later. I mean, I know this isn't the way you're actually supposed to do this. Let me think. Well, dude. Where is it? There it is. So I can't hit that switch. Can't walk across that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the dungeon. I'm gonna try one more time. But it... Not when the camera does that. Nope. Oh, wait. I think I might know. I got two ideas. I'm gonna try the one I think is more obvious first. This may not reach, though. Oh, A, it did, and B, that actually counted. It probably shouldn't have. Alright, well, now I know where to go. Alright, I was making that way harder than it needed to be. Chance they'll drop a heart. Hey, nice. Full health. I'm glad they give you the heart back after the room gets quote-unquote reset, because I should have died like 2 or 3 times there. Oh, this looks like a great room to boomerang jump normally. No. Oh, no, you don't. I saw you. Nice try, bud. You're still alive? Get out of here. Think you are, boy. Another one. I really don't remember these dudes at all, but whatever. Or not, like, not being in here. I remember where they were in the Forest Temple. What do we got? 10 rupees, alright. Good enough. It's weird that I don't remember this room, because this is a really cool idea. Minus the cheap attempts to get you to not realize those little worm things are there. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Uh-oh. That, however, is not so nice. What's up, my dudes? What, I have to come and get you? Excuse me? You don't have to just immediately give up, Link. Did he just... I think he, like, jumped back after he swung at me and just killed himself. Oh, hi! There we go, good enough. That was not how that was supposed to be done. I am 100% certain. But it was really funny. Like, I could see that being an easy thing to do, but the fact he did it by himself was really funny. Well, whatever. Alright, where's the... Is that... Yeah, that's it, okay. Just get me up there. Can't believe that just happened. How stupid. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, I just wanted to get rich. A lot of the switches like that require the iron boots, I remember that much, so... I'm going to assume that stays on. No, it does not. Excellent. I'm glad it doesn't. Not only does it not stay on, it is now in the way. Even better. Alright, let's grab another one. There we go, very nice. Alright, let's see where this goes. Yeah, I do remember this room. Come here. Come here. There we go. Alright. That wasn't tough at all. Good grief. I was expecting getting into this to be a bit more of a pain. Key? Nope, purple rupal. That's probably why it was easy to get to. Oh, that's lame. There's no way to get back other than just... whatever. Like, I knew where I was supposed to go. I went the long way on purpose because I figured it was a key or something. Yeah, because it's up there and I can't reach that. Man, that sucks. So in order to get that chest, you actually do have to go back all the way. That's kind of lame. Can I get you from here? Yeah. That claw shot was most certainly not attached onto the Uku. Not even close. I'm just gonna go with right here, because this seems like a good spot as any. Away with you, Pots! No one asked for you to hang out with us. Oh, and it wouldn't let me grab the ledge, of course. Come on! Nice try. There's gotta be a spot the claw shot back up here. I could just use that, sure. And of course, here's the problem. Now I can't grab any of the... Nope. Much too far away. Well, thanks for that, game. Oh, now you want to... Alright, make up your mind. Are you coming down or no? So I also gotta be quick, huh? There we go, that's the height that I wanted. Does this go anywhere I want to go? I don't think it does. I think we're back at the start, which is where we need to be. Or like at the start, but in a higher up position. Yeah, because this looks new. Well, yeah, if there's a cutscene, it's oh no, not this room. I remember this room. There's a trick to just skipping all this. There's a jump you can make that will actually land you down there, and oh man, do I remember how to do it? Oh, that's the thing. It's a very precise jump, but it lets you skip pretty much everything. I'm actually going to trial and error this, so we'll try here. That was actually not too... That wasn't too far off, actually. If I'd gone at a different angle at that spot, I might have made it. Oh, and they give you a heart, too, so I'm actually going to be able to retry this till I get it. Alright, well that makes things easier then. Okay, that wasn't quite to the bottom, but it was pretty dang close. I will accept that. It wasn't a complete cheat, but it was enough to where I didn't have to do like 85 to 90% of that room. And the game is now upset that I've cheated. Even though it wasn't so much cheating as it was smart strategy. Cheating implies that it can't be done within the confines of what the game gives you. I did it within the confines of what the game gave me. Where it was literally just rolling off at the correct section, so I don't consider it cheating. I'm only going to take one just in case a lot of these are more important. But I'm willing to guess this is probably a boss battle. Or mini-boss, rather. And I know who it is, and I know what it's for. And it is well worth playing for. Here we go. I'm gonna have to actually be careful in this one too, because this guy's not super threatening, but he's very fast, and so as a result, he can be kind of tough. Alright, let's do this. 1v1 me, bro. Oh, come on. I think I prefer waiting for the opening for him to use his shield. Come on, shield away. Ahoy, matey! That was it? That was pathetic. Yeah, I didn't think so. I was like, that can't be it. That was way too easy. Camera. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted the camera to cooperate, but apparently we can't have that. Can't have nice things. I just saw him there for a second. There you are. What? He can't punch me from that far away. Alright, that wasn't actually that bad. He's a little bit slower than the Dark Nut, actually. Not like a lot slower, but a little bit slower. Still, not bad for a mini-boss. I will accept it. I will also accept your gracious offer of a second claw shot. Since spoilers are allowed, and I have beaten this game multiple times. Like, I give this game a lot of flack, but I do think, like, the story largely is good. It's just a lot of, like, a lot of characters are just kind of one-dimensional, and Zelda is included in that. But then again, you know, the game's called Twilight Princess, and they kind of joke about at the start that Midna calls Zelda Twilight Princess, but she is actually the Twilight Princess, so it does make sense that the game would be more focused on Midna than Zelda. Alright, I don't know why it unequipped our claw shot when we got the second claw shot, but it did. Oh, I actually think it wanted us up there. Camera. There we... Or pointer, rather, not camera. Camera was being fine. Pointer was not. I love the double claw shots, though. This is, like, one of my favorite items in the game. And they do a really good job, too, of, like, really making you use it to get out of the room. It'll be interesting to see Nikki's reaction when she gets these, or Icarus if you prefer, to see her reaction when she gets these in Skyward Sword, because you get them both at the same time as opposed to just one. So I remember the first time I got them, I'm like, the claw shot, oh, both of them, okay. Like, all of a sudden, this just got interesting, because having one is great, having two is even better. If only you could have a third claw shot. Then you could be Spider-Man. Everybody wants to be Spider-Man. Unless you don't. Excuse me. Thanks. So yeah, now we actually do have to make our way back up, but this still isn't anything too terribly difficult once the pointer decides to cooperate. Thank you. It's kind of a shame they didn't do this for Wind Waker. I would have loved to see what ideas they would have had for... Okay, my hand is not moving at all right now. It would have been interesting to see what ideas they would have done for double claw shots. Though to be fair, it would have been interesting in a lot of games to see what they would have done with double claw shots had they had the capability. Like Ocarina Majora, oh man, can you imagine what they would have done with those? Okay, I was not paying any attention to what just unlocked there. Pointer, please cooperate. Thank you. Okay, where am I supposed to go? No, really, where am I supposed to go here? Okay, give me a second. Fingers were locking up there. I don't think I can go any higher. Other than here, maybe. But I don't think that's gonna make too much of a difference. Alright, well, we'll let go. that's not the right way to go, but apparently it's the way the game wanted me to go. Maybe I can use one of these fans and just get out of the room that way. Ooh, that was close. That probably didn't do anything, did it? Nope, not a thing. Other than put me back at the start. See, now the point is working fine, but I didn't do it. I'm not holding it any difference. I don't know why it's working all of a sudden. Such great effect. Yeah, I missed there, but that was totally on me. Okay, so that opens that. Ah, okay, I see now. Pretty sure I didn't need the boots for that, but you never know. I have to be careful opening chests now, though, so I don't accidentally grab pieces of heart. But I would like to get the compass, so it'd be a little bit easier to figure these things out. This is like one of my favorite rooms. I'm pretty sure this was showcased in one of the demos for Twilight Princess. But yeah, it's such a cool idea. As difficult as this dungeon is, they did some great stuff. Like, they knew they were going to have a lot of fun with the double claw shots. Alright, I'm going to make sure this is not a piece of heart real quick. I don't know why it went back up to Snow Peak here. Temple Time entrance, Hidden Village, Bridge of Zelda, Northern Woods, Setting the Sky. No, this is not a piece of heart. Nope, compass, even better. That'll let me actually know which ones are the piece of heart. I'll even point them out on the map real quick. So the first one is on the second floor, and it is that one right there. And then the other one on the third floor is that one right there. Those are the two pieces of heart. Right, so I got the map, got the compass. We are on our way, ladies and gentlemen, on the road to Viridian City. You know, if Viridian City was in the sky. Bye. So that gets us up to the main room again. I'm going to assume forward is probably the way to go. Well, no, it can't be the way to go now because the wind hasn't rotated. However, we can go back to the bridge that the dragon broke on the opposite side of here. So let's try that and see if it works. Oh, I didn't want to grab that. I just wanted to go across. This has got to be so infuriating for anybody that knows these temples inside and out. Of course, it's infuriating for me to watch anybody play like Majora's Mask that doesn't know the first 3 temples inside and out, because I know them really well. I know all the Ocarina ones really well, so it's frustrating to watch anybody play the Water Temple that doesn't know what they're doing. No, you don't. I'm going through this door. And you can't stop me. So there. You can't stop me. Right, and previously you couldn't get through here, because you were just stuck with one claw shot, which is why when I jumped down here I fell. But now... Am I just supposed to fall here? Oh yeah, I am. Okay. This is probably the one dungeon in the game where you really do have to backtrack at least a little bit. A lot of them are pretty linear, but this one is not as linear as previous ones. Unless you count Temple of Time having to go all the way up and then all the way back down, but I don't really count that, so... Oh, maybe you can get over there. I was going to say, that's just a small chest. So it doesn't look like it'd be specifically hard to get to. There we go. If we got the great spin, we might as well make use of it. Oh yeah, that wasn't worth it at all, but it's off the map at least, so that's good. That's half the reason to pick up those weaker chests, is to get them off the map. And these probably don't have anything important. Not especially. I'll pass on those, thanks. Well, let's just let go here, I guess. Ah, here we are. Really thought I'd have more trouble figuring this room out, but this actually isn't that hard. I guess as long as you're observant, it's not that hard, anyway. Watch me proceed to immediately get stuck after saying that. Pointer, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to assume not there. Letting go will just kill me. Aha! I hope this is all going somewhere worthwhile, because I have no clue where I am or where I'm supposed to be going. I think I can carry that. No, I can't. 2 rupees too many. Oh, no, you don't. I have not fallen for one of those in the temple yet, and I'm not about to start that trend. I don't even need to deal with you, but I'm just going to pick on you because I can. Have fun down there, sucker. Arrows or bombs? I'll take bombs. Since I can't really take money that much anymore. What? Get out of here. Didn't ask for you to respawn. Alright, so is there any way I can get... Oh, well, no, I can just jump. Hello. Looking for claw shot targets. Like, how'd you get over here, dude? Thinking way too hard. Ah, nice. Anything else in here? I know I can just huck a bomb in there once I'm, the guy behind you. There you go. Man, I love using that great spin. That's the thing about having, like, normally having so many hearts is you just really don't get to utilize it that much, but here, you get to use it all the time. Enjoy. Hey! Hey! That was cheap. That was a cheap way to get me to lose that. No, it's gone. Man! Okay, so that wasn't a kill all enemies room? What was the point? Gotta be something up here, right? No? There'd be a reason for killing that guy, didn't there? Could I have just skipped doing that and just done whatever the puzzle in here was? Because if so, that's a bit annoying that you just don't have to fight him. That looks like the closest one. Oh, it was probably up there, but I was too slow. That's the only thing I could see that I might have a chance to be able to reach. Hopefully that didn't respawn all the... Yeah, it did. Any hearts? Nope. No hearts. Alright. Let's try this again, now that I know which direction I'm aiming for. Nope, nope, nope. I just want you to turn a little bit. There you go. Nice. That could have been bad. I'm not about to walk that thing while you're there. There we go. Good lord, I'm such a bad Hanzo main. Actually, I don't main Hanzo at all. I very rarely play him. Harmless Guy is usually the sniper of our group. He's the Ash Hanzo player. I usually do not play hit scan at all. The closest I'd play to that would be McCree or Soldier, but not the same as a sniper. Yeah, I'm gonna need him after all the arrows I just wasted. Like, good lord, that took what? I was gonna say 17 because I had 43, but I didn't use all of them shooting that one bat. Some of them I didn't, anyway. Alright, so the remaining treasure that's in this room is the piece of heart, so I'm going to skip that. Whoa, hello. Oh, hi. How's it going? Aw. Oh well. Might as well top off my wallet. Alright, what's going on here? Sad thing about City in the Sky, since I've played and completed it so little, it's like I don't have any idea of how close or far away I am from the end of the temple. I know I don't have the boss key, and I do need that, but outside of that, I have no clue. Screw that guy. I don't need those. It's mostly just cutting grass looking for hearts. And there will probably not be any hearts. Yeah, I know there's a pea hat over there. I remember this spot being kind of a pain in the butt of having to wait over and over for the other pea hats to show up where they were accessible. I'm actually gonna let go. Ooh, whoa, that might not have been a good idea. Get out of here. That didn't startle me, but I thought I was still at low health, and I was like, I might have just killed myself by doing that. But it won't fit in your wallet, so let's put it back. I think the 10s actually do let you keep them, even if you're at full or not able to keep them because of your max. When you find them in there, like in a deal, not. No, 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 no. He's gone, because you went to target the wrong thing, you doofus. Okay, there's a Poe out there. I don't know if I really want to waste my time with that, though. Just with how long this takes to get where you're trying to go. Grapple that. But it does look like... Or you could just do that. Sure, that's a good idea. It's not like that could force us to retrace a bunch of work that I just did. Sure, it'll get him off the map. Might as well. No hearts. Alright. Now I gotta wait for our friend to come back here. Because someone felt like just dropping randomly. Yeah, I guess you can't grapple onto that. Alright then. No. 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 Good lord, the camera's like so insistent on showing you the pea hats are there. But there's so many puzzles prior to doing that where you have to look around. It's like, just let the player figure it out. They've already had to look around the room to figure out the answer before. Just make them do it again. Don't constantly be doing that. You only force them to target it when it's prevalent, when it actually matters. Or maybe just don't do it for the first one, and do it for the later ones. I don't think I want to go back there. Pretty sure I don't right now. It's like, geez, even I'm not a game designer and I could figure that out. If you want to have a pattern where it's like really easy to just L-target, make the first one where you do have to target it proper, and then just make the other ones basically an auto-target after that. It's not that hard to figure out. That works. There we go. Thankfully, that great spin attack does do a significant amount of damage. If there's anything too terribly important out here, let's go inside. I'm going to assume this is the... No, it is not. It's not the boss key chest. I got lucky there. Man, if you hadn't taken so long to get back from that, we would have been fine. Give me that heart that you so foolishly lost. And then totally wasn't my fault at all. Blatant sarcasm. No. Oh, is that what the issue is? Whenever I'm L targeting or Z targeting, whatever. Whenever I'm L targeting, that's when the pointer screws up. When I let go, it went back to normal. Oh, I hope that's not the issue, because that's really stupid if it is. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think that would work, but it was worth a try. Well, I do see something over here. What is this? Well, if the game would be so kind, can I look up and see that? Yeah, it's not even anything I can go through, though. Where are my boots? You can't stop me! Oh, no, I guess you can. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do in here right now. It feels like I'm gonna have to come back. Which means I'm gonna have to get up through the top and activate a switch that will stop the fan so I can go lower. Would be my guess. I do remember having to do a section as Wolf Link here. Oh, here's a start. We'll try with that. We'll start with this and see if I can't find more stuff along the way. Excuse me. Actually, before we do that, I want to get rid of those birds. If they're busy attacking me while this is going on, this would be a nightmare. That's all the ones that I can see right now. I think there is a Poe here at night, though. I'm pretty sure. But I could be wrong about that. Go on, get on that type rope. There you go. Nice. Oh, no, there he is. I see him over there. It might be a day-only thing just because it's inside a dungeon, and so it doesn't technically have a day-night thing. It's not Majora's Mask here. Oh, did I have to go the other way to get to him? Also, that's not the right button. No, this is floor 4. Well, I might as well go ahead and get to him. That takes a little bit of time, but it's not horrible. What is horrible is that idiot that's like just running his motor at 1,000,000 miles an hour out there. People do realize that that consumes gas quickly, right? Like, you do realize showing off like that, depending on how many miles to the gallon your car gets, you could be blowing like up to $20 doing that kind of thing. Oh, hey, Waltolas! We haven't seen these in a while. Can we target them? There you go. You actually can't hit them. Wow, alright, well fine, I'll do it myself. At least it's giving my arrows back. That one I can blame on the game, because its L targeting didn't work. Whenever it was just me shooting, I had no problem. Maybe it's just moving versus non-moving targets, because, like, with the moving target, I would have loved to have the L targeting while shooting that bat. It would have made it way easier, but with the non-L targeting, it didn't work. Or maybe it's just at weird angles, who can say. I'm gonna double check before I open that chest to make 100% certain. To make 100% certain that's not a piece of heart. I don't think it's the pieces of heart, but I also don't think it's the boss key because it's, you know, not got the markings for it. So I'm gonna double check real quick. No, it's not either of those. Yeah, I'm going to assume this is going to be like 100 rupees or something. Well, let's find out. Oh, 50 rupees. Alright, well. It won't fit in our wallet, so we'll keep it up here. Like the royalty it is, being purple and all. Actually, we'd probably be faster off just jumping off. Let go of it. It was the one time I did want you to let go of it immediately and you wouldn't do it. I figured rolling would have circumvented that problem, but I guess not. Alright. No, let go of that. I actually don't remember if you can walk across these as a human or not, but I'm not about to test that theory. That would fall into the category of way more trouble than it's worth. Whereas opposed to a wolf, it's once you hit the line, you can just hold up and walk straight across. Of course, this is before Wii Motion Plus, so it's not as big of an issue here. Plus, it would have made the GameCube version much easier and the Wii version much harder if they had implemented that for the Wii version. We'll open the door as a dog, sure, why not? Oh, these guys. Well, I was trying to do a great spin, and then it wouldn't work. Oh, this is brilliant. I love where I am right now. I love the... Can you hear me shaking the Wii, or the nunchuck, and it's just not working. Oh my gosh, this nunchuck is just... Fine. Fine. I just want you to be aware, game, that's incredibly immature that you're not going to cooperate with me at all. Oh, now you want to work, okay. Come on. Good grief. That was ridiculous for all the wrong reasons. Alright, well now we can get the boss key at least. Give me that. Take those stupid boots off, man. They're not as bad as they are in Ocarina, but still. Alright, that's all we need then. All we gotta do is figure out a way to actually get to the boss lair. And I'm going to guess this would be a good place to start. Really be looking for in here besides arrows, but you never know. Ouch. Alright, now I have to have the wind blowing in order to be able to make it across that straightaway section, so I'm going to guess... There has to be a way to get to... Oh, and you know what? It's probably where I just was, too. How in the world am I going to get back there? Well, no, because that... Get out of that menu, first of all. Because that was the grass, and you can't claw shot from the grass, so it may not actually have been the correct answer. And that seemed like it was pretty close. Maybe you can get it from here. Where is... There it is. Need some room for the camera, please. Oh, really? Well, I guess it didn't matter because I already had a fairy, but... Oh, no, I was supposed to lower myself all the way down, and that's how I could get to it. Shoot. I don't even know the pathway I took to... Get out of that menu. I don't even know the pathway I took to get there. Oh, that sucks. I think it was this way. We're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking, though. No, 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 no. No. We had to go back across this way. I'm pretty sure this is the correct way we're going. You're not getting me off that cliff. Sorry. Try all you want. That was totally the right answer, too. Alright. There might be a faster way to do this, but if there is, I don't know what it is offhand. At least that stayed open. Alright. That's that room. Get around the pole. Good lord. Oh no, I gotta shoot down the dang bat again. Get out of here, you. Alright, let's see here. 1, 2. Nice! Got that one on the first try. Much better. Since it took me like 10 arrows last time to get him. Pretty sure you're just supposed to crawl across this, but why do it the easy way when you can do it the fun way? I thought they were called. They are called keys. I just call them bats because I'm lazy. That ain't the right button. Dude! There you go. Grab that. No need for peasants crawling. It's true. Never any need for peasants. Also, give me a second here. I'm trying to read your name on my end, but it's in a very dark colored font, so it's hard to read. I believe it's Timmy Says Hi Too, or it might be Hoi, H-O-I. I'm doing the best to read that on my screen, which is the text that's actually on my video, as opposed to having the Twitch chat open on Twitch. So it is very hard to read. Because unfortunately, it picks what color it is at random, and so sometimes it picks a really dark color, and that's what it did for yours. It picked a darkish red color. No, go back! What are you doing? Ah, whatever. I had really good luck with this room last time, so I guess it's not much of a surprise. I'm gonna have to wait this time. I'm glad that didn't count against me, because in all honesty, it probably should have counted against me. I guess we can reach the Poe, we might. Hey, you. Well, get down here. There we go. That'll learn ya. Since we gotta wait for the P-hat to come back. What's in here? I'm curious. Ah, yeah, purple rupel. But it won't find your wallet. Something something spilled milk. Something something boulder. Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna move down a little bit because that was a really bad camera angle. Might become a streamer at some point. Nice! I'll just go and tell you right now, most of the difficulty with streaming is just the initial setup. Usually once you get that, it's not too bad. Pretty much as somebody who's doing content on YouTube since 2010, and have been streaming for about a year, pretty much the difference is with recording, it's more time consuming. If anything, like, it's easier to do those videos because, you know, you can, like, edit stuff out, or you can speed it up, or you can, you know, do whatever in that aspect. So it's a little bit easier to hide your mistakes. But with streaming, once it's all set up, it's not near the difficulty. Because, you know, each time you make a video, you're going to have to edit the video. With streaming, you can just leave it pristine, which is what I do, and then just send it to my archive page on YouTube. Could you stop targeting that P-hat? Jeez. Which reminds me, I do need to, like, catch up on those a little bit. I'm not really far behind, but I do need to add a couple. Bioshock Infinite's been taking up too much of my time for YouTube. Thankfully, I've got, let's see, I uploaded one today. I still got 2 more that are just ready to go. So depending on how I feel tomorrow, I might just run through a bunch of those. But I'm also streaming tomorrow, so we'll see. Icarus will be doing more Skyward Sword Blind tomorrow, for those of you that want to tune in for that. She'll be doing the first Fire Temple that I can't remember the name of, but it's where you get your bombs. Man, that was such a bad mistake of having to go all the way back through here. In case you just tuned in, I've already got the boss key. I just messed up on hitting a switch, and so that's why I'm going all the way back through here, but I've already got the boss key. Alright, where is the... I think it's right here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, no you don't. I don't think so, Mr. Bird. No, get off of that. Oh, well, Sniping the birds is... Like, using the bow to snipe is actually a lot of fun. I could use the Hawkeye, but I like holding down B more than I do A with the Wii controls, so I'll stick with B. Also, I do like the Bioshock games as well. I would have loved to have played the first one, but unfortunately on Steam, whenever I try to run it, it runs without sound, and I don't know how to fix it. And unfortunately, Bioshock 1 without sound kind of ruins the experience a little bit. But Infinite worked fine, so Infinite's all already beat through the game, taken care of. I might go back and do Clash in the Clouds and Burial at Sea Parts 1 and 2, maybe. We'll kind of see how that goes. Call the rupee a ruple. I'm pretty sure I got that from Tom Fox, because he calls the purple rupees purple ruple. Where's the other one? Excuse me, camera. Thank you. You can hear me having to shake the nunchuck just like a madman now, because I don't trust it anymore. Okay, so that was the thing to stop the fans here. I know I can jump down one floor. That's not the problem. Oh, hello! Oh, come on. Really, the L targeting? There we go. Come on. Do not need these guys around. In fact, I'm going to make sure... Nope, apparently that is a boundary for some reason. Alright, well then. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to do this. Will he drop down if I walk forward or no? Yes, but I cannot get the switch from here. I really don't want to make a mistake and have to do this again. This is like the last thing I need to do, too. I've already got the boss key, map, compass, double claw. This is like the last thing I have to do, and I don't remember how to do it, and I really don't want to have to do this again. Also, thank you, Timmy Say Hoy 2 for the follow. That's a lot easier to read when it's in white text, what a surprise. But thank you for the follow. Hope you are enjoying me getting very confused in what to do. I'm trying to remember. I'm not using a guide for this. The only thing I have a guide open for is I have the pieces of heart, so I'm not collecting them by accident. 2 of which were collected incorrectly, because I had somebody else doing it for me that episode, and 1 that I intentionally picked up to get the Hawkeye, because you actually have to in order for the Hawkeye to appear at Malomart. You have to do that thing with shooting the targets and then shooting the post with tallow. You have to do it there. Is there just... Oh, duh! Hello. Do that in a slightly different spot. Like there. Gotta be able to actually get through the fan blades. There we go. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Yeah, and then iron boots. Some really good armor in Malmar. Yeah, I've got it. I've got the magic armor already. I haven't been using it because I kind of didn't want to, but I've got it. It's right here. I pretty much, like, I'm trying to go for the 20 postals, and I didn't really start until much later. The bugs, I just pick them up where necessary to get money for magic armor, for Hylian shield, that kind of thing. This game's a lot more digestible when you play it in a 3-heart run. It's actually a lot more fun doing a 3-heart run than it is playing this game normally. Because when you think about it, 2 quiver upgrades. We're talking outside of dungeons. 2 quiver upgrades. They're both the star game with the double and single claw shots. 3 additional bomb bags, which 2 of those are pretty easy to come across. You get them almost immediately after you get the first bomb bag. Not quite, but pretty close. Most of the bottles are pretty easy. The fishing, the one you get by default. Pretty much the only time-consuming one is the Great Fairy Tear bottle that Giovanni gives you. But, like, all the 45 pieces of heart, you don't have to worry about them. Like, it's a lot more digestible of a game, and I actually, of all the 3 heart runs I've done in terms of, like, what feels like a better game overall, I'd say it's probably this one. This is probably the most enjoyable 3 heart run I've done, just because of how more digestible it is, how much more digestible it is. With Ocarina, Majora, Wind Waker, it all provides a challenge, but I feel like here it's more than a challenge. It honestly does make the game to where you're not having to stop and get 10 billion things. You can just play just the story. I feel like if I played the game again on my own time and just wanted to play it for fun, I'd grab the heart containers, but that's probably about all I would do, honestly. I don't think I'd go for any of the pieces of heart, really. Whoa, hello. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, what? I grabbed a shield. Come on now. Okay, pick your target and stick with it here. Yeah, he was the one I wanted. Whoa, that was close. I thought he got me there. Okay, the heart fork disappears. Ooh. Thanks to the orange rupee. It was completely useless, but I appreciate it. Also, I love the emotes, by the way. In fact, I'm going to take a moment and show off my own. Shameless promoting. Hooray! You can check all the, like, the sub-tiers on my list and what all the things are, but for the different tiers, you can get a duck, which is quite beautiful, from Dokapon Kingdom, Bowser, and I'll just show the other 2. Bowser and Karate Joe. Bowser being from the Mario series, Karate Joe being from the Rhythm Heaven series. But yeah, Bowser's the tier 1 access, Karate Joe's tier 2, and the Dokapon hat is tier 3. But yeah, all the subscriber perks are low on my page. If you're on Amazon Prime, if you've got that, you can subscribe free with that. Just use Twitch Prime and link them up together, and then you can get the tier 1 sub for free. And you also get the ability to choose games some nights. And there's also a subscribers-only page on my Discord, which I talk about upcoming projects, that kind of thing. So you get kind of a foresight into that. Speaking of foresight, I should probably figure out where I'm going. Ooh, a switch. Let's press it. Since I probably need to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over here. Get it? Ah, come on. There we go, much better. Alright. Yeah, that one I'm definitely gonna have to wait for. Oh, stomach, please don't make that noise. I know you're hungry. I might have to order pizza before we start here. My stomach has already committed a great atrocity of rumbling at me. Really? That counted? Alright, whatever. I'll take it. Probably shouldn't have, though. That looked like it just went directly through the thing I targeted. Am I aiming for that, or am I going higher? I think I'm going higher. Probably a way to rotate this. Yes, there is. Nice. Spot a burger. Nice. Hopefully it was quite good. I would be in the mood for a hamburger, but I kind of had one like 2 or 3 days ago, so... I'm not burgered out, mind you, but try to avoid usually eating the same thing too many days in a row. Alright, while this cutscene plays, I'm going to be shameless and order food. I shall be ordering from Papa John's. This is my pizza place of choice. Despite the whole issue that they had, you know, with the main guy and whatnot, and had to replace all the boxes, but... I know a lot of people stopped ordering Papa John's for that, but it's like, on one hand, like, it's just one guy being an idiot. It's not the entire company saying that. One man's decision does not speak for everybody else. Alright, let's see what's on the specials. This is very professional, by the way. Light sauce. Did I hit? Oh no, I didn't. Whoops. My mistake. Alright, there we go. Easy enough. I don't want no stinking... The only veggie I'd put on here is not a veggie. I actually do... I do fall on the yes side for pineapple on pizza. I only started having it, like... earlier this year, and surprisingly it was actually not bad. It's just like I don't usually think sweet when I'm ordering a pizza, and I think that's probably why I typically would not get it. Like, I'll get it sometimes if I'm doing like Hawaiian, but it'll usually be ordering it like with pineapple, Canadian bacon, and like a light sauce or something like that. But it's not bad. So there we go. Canadian bacon, completely. Philly steak on one side, spicy Italian sausage on the other, light sauce, normal cheese, normal bacon, normal cut. Of course I did tip them because I'm not a jerk. Oh, whoops. Let's try that again. There we go. Alright. Texture of pineapple pizza is weird. Yeah, that's one of the things, as I don't care for the texture of pineapple too much, because I'm very picky about texture, more so than I am flavor, and that's why I don't like a lot of, well, not a lot of fruits, but some fruits I don't like as a result. I'm not big on strawberries for that exact reason. And strawberries kind of a misnomer anyway, isn't it, when you think about it? Because, like, typically when you think of strawberries, you're like, oh, this is going to be really sweet, and they're usually not. They're very tart. They're not bad, they're just not what you expect. Is there a way to get across? Am I going the wrong... No, I'm not going the wrong way. Oh, well, maybe I am. Mushroom pizza. Ugh, no, 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 not mushrooms. I am not big on mushrooms. Not even a little bit. Mushrooms, why not pig snout at that point? Just, ugh. Now, the only vegetable I'd put on there that's usually on the list of vegetables is the pineapple, and I know pineapple's not a vegetable. But I'm still a weirdo on my own right, because I actually don't mind putting anchovies. I'm not going to put, like, a ton of anchovies on there, because they're incredibly salty, and you definitely need some water to wash down the bites. So I usually put it on, like, half of a small or something like that, but I can deal with anchovies. I just wish if it was a fish, it was something less salty. Because I love seafood. I don't live anywhere near the ocean, but I love seafood. I live in Texas, but I am nowhere close. Like, the ocean's a 10-hour drive to get to the ocean. It's not close by. In the meantime, though, let's fight a Durgan. We got half an hour. It's not going to take half an hour to beat him. I just have to remember how. remember the second phase, but not so much the first one. Okay, good. I didn't remember correctly. I was like, I'm pretty sure you have to cloche out his tail, but wasn't completely certain. Fall to the ground. Which is a shame, because you look really pretty. I love your armor, but I have to hurt you. I'm sorry. Oh, that's all you do. You don't go in and slice him for this round. Okay. Good to know. Wow, I actually got pretty far with that. That might be good enough to get to him. Excuse me, sir? Sir, could you come back over here? Sir. Sir or madam? I feel like Argarok's a male name, but it could be female. And the boots. Down to the ground with you. Ooh, shiny, must stab with sword. It's like, man, just let the player figure it out sometimes. This is like, what? Boss 7? At minimum, I think? Like, they'll figure it out. I do like that it goes away from the conventional 3 hits, because you think it's going to at first, and it's just like, we'll just screw the armor. Let's just move on to phase 2. This guy knows what he's doing. Why waste your time getting rid of the rest of the armor and damaging me more? So I'm going to track that as well. Yeah, delivery 9:45, it's like 9:18 here. I got plenty of time to do this. I do want to make sure I go out and turn the light on for them, though. Because it actually... It's not crazy dark here yet, but it's going to be by the time it gets to 9:45. And always be nice to your pizza delivery guy or girl. There's also a slight upside to ordering from Papa John's right now as well anyway, and that's the fact that with their rewards program, you get, like... And no, I'm not endorsing them. There actually is a reason for saying what I'm saying here. With their rewards program, after you order so much, it gives you $10 off your next purchase. And that was actually one to get me to 50. And since I'm going to be going to a convention in August that's in Baltimore, which also has Papa John's there, that will save us later on from having to worry about having to, you know, deal with dinner, basically. It's not going to cover the full thing, obviously, because there's going to be a lot of us rooming in the same place, but it might help for 2 nights out of 5, and that's something. Come here, you. One good... Yeah, one good hit. Beautiful. No, you don't. Very close to getting hit right there. Okay, so question for anybody that has the HD version of this game, if you do. Is there a boss rush-esque style thing you can do? I know they put that in, like, Ocarina, for example, where you can go back and beat all the bosses again. Did they do that for Twilight Princess, or no? Hopefully they did, because this is a fight worth playing again. Takes 3 rounds in phase 2, correct? Yeah, he's still kicking. He'll be kicking the bucket soon enough. recap what you've done this stream other than the dungeons. Not much. I started this get back up there. There you go. I started with, right after you get the horse call from Ilya, I did all the stuff with getting her memory back. So it was pretty much just doing the tablets. Or not the tablets, but the runes that are in the skywriting that you have to get for Mr. Shad. But I did that, and then, I got all the tablets done. I restocked on resources, so I got the milk, because milk's a full heal when you're doing a 3-heart run, and you get to use it twice. So it actually becomes a very good item to have. Restocked on that. Grabbed a bit more money since I had to spend 300 on repairing the cannon. But basically all the stuff you do between getting Illa's memory back and then starting the dungeon, so... not too terribly much. Most of it's been spent doing this. Which is kind of what we've been doing for the streams, is pretty much just one dungeon per stream. Seemed to be fitting. If you're watching this on my actual page, though, for Twitch, there should be a, ooh, heart container. We're gonna ignore that. There should be a tab somewhere that says, watch past live streams that's got all the stuff archived. I'm actually gonna open it up real quick and see how many I've gotten posted. Yeah, the first 4 episodes are on there, so the Orden and Farron Province, completing through that dungeon, Eldon, Lineru, and then getting the Master Sword, and doing Arbiter's Grounds. So, up through Arbiter's Grounds is on the archive page, and I'm probably going to work on that either tomorrow or tonight, and get everything updated. But there's a lot of stuff archived on that page, like, I've done a lot of 3-heart runs. I need to do another Ocarina one because my stream kind of got corrupted. But I've got ones for Majora. I've got ones that I'm working here. I've done most of the 3D games. I'm working on this one, done Ocarina, Majora, and Wind Waker. And I want to do one for Skyward Sword as well. It'll be a 6-heart run, but I do want to do a 6-heart run of that game. I know the 3-heart game's way better, or I know the 3D game's way better than the 2D games. Pretty much the only 2D game I know relatively well is Link's Awakening. And if I was going to do a 3-heart of Link's Awakening, I'd just wait for the remake on the Switch, because I do have a Switch. I'm not very good at Zelda 1 or Zelda 2. I actually don't like Link to the Past that much, which is very rare for a Zelda fan to say. The Oracle games, maybe. I'd probably do Seasons over Ages, because I think Seasons is more fun. Minish Cap I have not beaten. It's one of 2 that I've not beaten. Phantom Hourglass and... whoa, hello. Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks I can't stream because they're on DS, and Spirit Tracks is the other one I have not beaten. Because, to be quite honest, I couldn't finish it because of how boring it was. I've heard a lot of people say, like, kind of mixed things on Spirit Tracks, but it could not hold my attention at all. With Minish Cap, I played it, but I didn't beat it, but that was because I rented the game right before I moved. And just never got around to picking it back up again. Link Between Worlds, again, that's 3DS title. Triforce Heroes, I would prefer to do that with 3 people, not 1. What other Zelda games are there that I'm forgetting about? Let me check real quick. I feel like I'm forgetting one somewhere in there. Let's see, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Ocarina Majora, I did those. Oracle games, Minish Cap, Twilight Princess. Oh, well, and Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, maybe. That would be a very short one, though. Breath of the Wild is a very interesting game to 3-heart run, because I've done it before. I have completed it. And the thing about Calamity Ganon is, if you're at full health, he can't one-shot you. He will actually take you down to a quarter of a heart. So it can be done, but it's actually a lot easier than you think it is. It's more a game of persistence than anything. It's very strange in that regard. Because if you do the plateau stuff and then leave the plateau and get a bunch of food and a bunch of arrows and some really good weapons, and you kind of have to loot Hyrule Castle to do that, but you can do that as well. If you do that, it's pretty much just a game of patience. It will probably take you about 30 minutes to beat all the bosses and then the first part of Calamity Ganon. But if you can play the patience game long enough, it's really not that hard. It's actually quite easy. People thought it would be really hard, and if you go in there with minimal resources, yeah, it will be hard. You'll probably fail because you'll run out of swords and arrows, but it's not too terribly bad, actually. It's kind of surprising. So, very quick, I'm going to take like a 5-minute intermission to get the lights on the front porch so the pizza guy or girl won't freak out or anything like that. And also, I actually need to use the restroom as well. How do you pull the Master Sword from the pedestal in Breath of the Wild with only 3 hearts? You don't. You don't use the Master Sword. You don't need to. The Master Sword does bonus damage against bosses, Ganon, stuff like that, but you don't have to use it. As far as I remember, you don't have to use the Master Sword to beat him. I'm pretty sure you can beat it without it, using that. And I think they even mentioned that for, like, some people ask, like, oh, so you could just go beat Ganon right away, and I remember the developers saying, like, it's really, really hard, but yes, you can do it. But I don't think you need the Master Sword actually to beat him. I could be wrong, but I remember beating it without it. So, I don't think you do. I think it's just the Master Sword does not break and does more damage because it's the Master Sword. Either way, we'll go on a quick, like, 5-minute intermission. It probably won't even be 5 minutes if I'm being honest with you. And then after that, I'm not going to end it off right away because I do want to get the Quiver upgrade, so at the very least we're going to do the Star game. And after that, I'll just kind of figure out what else I can pick up before going into the Palace of Twilight. And I might save the Palace of Twilight slash Hyrule Castle for another day. I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out in a second. In the meantime, I'll be back in a couple minutes. So, till then, see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, we're back. Like I said, not too long of an intermission. So now... Oh, right, I forgot it leaves those little dots on your map. You think they'd be smart enough to remove those? Maybe that's an HD thing? Do they remove those once you've pulled the statues away and gotten the parts of the skywriting? I'm assuming they'd be smart enough to get rid of that. Because now they're just going to be stuck there for the rest of the game, just sitting on my screen, and I'm going to be wondering, oh, what am I supposed to be doing there? Yeah, here's probably gonna be the letter from Shad that it's a little too late for, but whatever. How do you pull them out? Oh, yeah, I don't think you actually get the boosted hearts from, like, food or Mipha's Grace. I don't think they count towards your pulling of the Master Sword. And I believe the bare minimum is 13 hearts? If I remember, it's 13 or 14 to pull the sword. I think it's 13, and it leaves you with a quarter once you get it pulled. That sounds correct. I could be wrong, but that sounds right. I'll be honest, I did 2 playthroughs. I did like an immediate rush to Ganon, and then I did a full one that was 100% minus the Korok seeds, and I haven't touched the game since, to be honest with you. It's just a big time sink, and as a result, I usually don't. Oh, fine day, I waited you, good sir. The Star game created with you in mind, good sir. It's a special arena that costs 15 rupees a shot. Dare you try it? Sir, I just want to say your eyes are very pretty, and they complement your face mole quite well. Really, any excuse to use the word face mole. See, I think the key here is to, like, watch for the colors, because a lot of the colors line up really well. And so if you can line up the colors, it helps you kind of shoot towards the right thing. Like that. Not always, but it sometimes helps. It's like all the blues right there in a row. Okay, I remember that being a lot harder, but I said that about the first one as well, so... What the... You did it. Oh, what a magnificent day this is! The debut of a superstar! Let huzzas and accolades ring forth! To the superstar, I shall give this! A giant-ass quiver! It can hold up to 100 arrows. Congratulations! Yes, well and truly! You've claimed what you sought, so you're likely all through, Many thanks for playing, good sir! Don't come again. Dude, I got what I want from you. I got the 100 arrows. I'm good. Thanks, but no thanks. Alright, I am going to check a guide here, but I'm only going to check to see if there's anything else I need to do before going to the Palace of Twilight that I just straight up don't remember. No? The only stuff that's on this guide, this is Zelda Dungeon, they're usually pretty accurate, is the giant quiver and then the Hylian letter V for the Miiverse stamp if you're playing on the Wii U version. And also a piece of heart that we don't need to pick up. So, that was it. Okay, well, alright then. Let me check for other... I don't think there's any other big thing I'm missing other than that 4th bottle. But I can check, I guess, while we're waiting. Because I don't want to start a dungeon and then have to stop and eat or anything like that halfway through, so... We'll start with upgrades. Did that. Do I have all the bomb bags? I think I have all 4. That's not the right button. Dude! Oh, I can't use it in here. I was like, you're being an idiot. Come on now. Yeah, we'll let you use them inside town. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. No, I only have 3. Okay, so there's the one that you get from Barnes, which I got. There's the one of Isa, the girl, whenever you blow up all the stuff, that she gives you one. It must be this one I'm missing, because I did the game with the pots as well. So it's got to be this one. That's the only one that makes sense. But I'm pretty sure I did that one as well. Because I could have done this a long time ago. I could have done all of these a long time ago. It's weird that all the bomb bags, except for the first one, are in, like, the Zora area. 2 of them are in Upper Zora's River, which is Isa doing the minigame. Wants to clear the way and wants to actually do it. Oh, fine. How's that? And then one here. I'm pretty sure I did this, though. Yeah, I did do this, because the Goron's right there. Unless I just didn't talk to him, but I don't feel like I would have been that stupid. Yeah, alright. Well, yeah, I did that. Okay, that's weird. Alright, alright, alright. Fine. Be that way. You know I don't like wearing that armor. It looks cool, but I don't like the damage it can potentially cause you to get. Okay, so what's the bomb bag I'm missing? Because that was the only one I thought I could possibly be missing. Bomblings could be one bomb bag. I don't think I picked those up, though. No, it's those three altogether. For reference's sake, first one is buying it for 120 rupees with the bomb bag already filled with the bombs. Did that one. The second one is clearing out the raft, the game where you have to row and shoot the pots. After you do that, she gives you that. The third one is the one I just checked. And the fourth one is playing the game and getting at least 25 points, which I also did. Oh, no, wait. I figured out what it is. One of these is just an upgrade to let you carry twice as many bombs. That's what it is. It says bomb bag 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it's actually incorrect in that. Okay. Magic armor, I got that. Got all the quivers. I'm not going to bother getting the final wallet. So that's all the upgrades other than the bottle. And the bottle is just getting the 20 pose. I guess we could do that. Might as well. I'm not going to get the Cave of the RDL's one. City in the Sky, Death Mountain. This is the only other thing I could think that I'd want to do before going through that area is getting the bottle. Because there's also no point in me getting all the golden bugs either. So I think what we're going to do is, I think I'm actually going to end it off here for the night. Because my pizza's going to be here in like 2 minutes according to the estimated delivery, because it's actually got a GPS built in there to the tracking, and it's driving on its way down right now, so it's not going to take that much longer. So, what we'll do is we'll end it off here, and next time we'll probably get the remaining post souls for the fourth bottle, and then also do the Palace of Twilight, and anything else in between that and Ganon's Tower, and then we'll do Ganon's Tower the week after, or it might just be one big one, we'll kind of see. I am going to go ahead and raid somebody, though, while we're doing that. But tomorrow we'll be doing Skyward Sword Blind, or Icarus will be, rather, and that will start at 5:30 Central Standard Time. And then later in the week, obviously, we'll be doing more of this. I'm kind of feeling like I might do some Overwatch stuff as well. And we're also probably going to try and do more Tales of the Borderlands, which I will be doing blind. The first episode I had already played before, but the rest of it's going to be completely blind, so look forward to that. You can obviously check my Discord channel, which is the lower part of my page. There's a link to it. Yeah, it is. It says join my Discord. It's a light blue button. You can click on that and join, and I usually post my schedules at the start of the week for the rest of the week, so we'll have it taken care of at that point. In the meantime, though, we're going to raid Poltergeist. Thank you all very much for watching, and make sure you get fed. If you hadn't eaten tonight, or in the morning or whatever, make sure you get something in your stomach. It's good for you. Thank you all for watching. Thank you with the patience of dealing with City in the Sky, my stupid ass doing the wrong thing, and I will see you tomorrow for Skyward Sword Blind. Later.